What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of A Wolf and Kids Club, and hosted by yours truly, Wolf Sam. With me, as always, Mike Phoenix Hero. Let's go.
What's up?
How's it going, man? How's it going?
Pretty good. How about you?
Pretty good. We had a very plus sneak peek with the recent Infinite Forbidden, man.
Yeah.
I have lots to talk about, but I want to hear your side first, man. How was it, man? How was your experience, bro? Because I know you went plus and plus ultra.
Yeah.
Like you went
Literally.
God.
Yeah, so I'm just like about a box. I'm opening the packs. The first secret was Fiendsmith engraver.
I'm done.
And I was like, okay, like this is crazy. So I already made all my money back just off that one card. And then I'm opening more. I was already like happy. I was like, listen, I pulled the engraver, like things cannot get better. And then I open one pack and I see a QCR. I'm like, okay, like awesome.
Unbelievable.
And when I finally get to it, it's QCR engraver.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
So I got two Fiendsmiths in the same box. And yeah, I was like, yo, I went nuts.
What
And
are
Travis
the
was
chances?
watching. And then the next pack was the other secret. And it was the Mocharmy, the new Max C. And I was like, this is so crazy. I'm like, this is the best box in existence.
Incredible.
And then Travis was like, yo, you went nuts. I'm like, yeah, I got the two best secrets, the best QCR. And then literally the next pack. So it was just crazy because it went from QCR. The next pack was a secret. And then the next pack was an ultra. And it was the
Tenpai
Tenpai.
Dragon?
What?
The Gamroku.
Tenpai Dragon.
What the fuck?
So I was like, okay, so I just pulled the best secret, the best ultra, and the best QCR in this one box.
You went plus. And then
I got blessed because I got trolled with the Rarity collection too.
and don't forget a Maze too.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Maze I got back because I got the Illusion Magician Girl in Legacy of Destruction. That's like the best QCR in that box. And I pulled it. So I was like, okay, like it kind of made back up for Maze. But the Rarity collection too, I got trolled because I told you that like all my QCRs were like misprinted.
Yeah.
But I was like, this one made up for it. I was like, I more than made up for it because I'm like, I needed it. Like technically, you can do the whole Fiendsmith thing with just one Fiendsmith, and I got two, and I was like, okay.
That's
and
nuts.
you know how annoying it is whenever you get something people want, people just start like begging.
Oh my God. I'll tell you my side. Go ahead.
And again, people giving the sob story of like, oh, I'm going to nationals, blah blah blah. And they're like, are you going? And I'm like, nope. And they're like, oh, you know, I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, I need it for my deck.
Yep.
I'm like, I need it for my deck. I was like, listen, even then, if like again, and they always want to sell it at the price because I'm just be like, I don't want to get rid of it. I'll get rid of it. The price is right, but you don't want to pay the price because other people were like, oh, I'll do like max 120, and I'm like, the pre-sale's at 145 right now.
No, now it's at
Like-
160.
Hey, yo, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
exactly. So I'm just like, no, and it's like, I'm sorry that you need it for
for
Nats, and I know people need it for Nats. Like I said,
Yeah.
like if you're not playing Fiendsmith, like it's just crazy. Like for Nats, I was like, I don't care. Like people are just fiending, and then and of course, you know, our store actually does have like kids, so how to like tell the kids like, yo, like make sure you're getting your value. Like don't freaking just sell it because they're giving you a sob story. Because they literally
Yes.
because you know how I was helping Travis like record the video, so
Yeah.
like literally this like the kid is on the thing and the guy comes up, he keeps annoying him, and I'm like, bro, like first of all, we're trying to record a video, and then second, like he already said he's selling it to someone else. Like unless you're gonna offer like a lot more, he's probably not gonna sell it to you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just annoying that like whenever there's a kid, they literally just try to like scam them basically. And again, it's like, oh, I'm going to Nats. It's like, cool, dude. Then spend the money. I don't know what you want, you know?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
like I, you know, or just build your deck without it or play it different. I don't know, but it's just annoying that like you pull it and everyone's just like fiending over it. But yeah, other people, like I think you saw the video on Travis's channel.
Yeah. Very
I think
good.
one person pulled the engraver as well. That was Donovan that pulled it.
Oh, nice. Good for him. Good for him.
And he sold it instantly. He sold it to
really?
Nick. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, good for him getting his money back. There we go.
Yeah. So like he basically made his money back. He mostly wanted the Memento stuff, which I was like, They're supers, bro. I could have just
Like,
given it to
wait, hold on. He wanted the memento stuff and he bought up bots. He could have just like buy the memento from you or from anybody else. It's like, hey, do you want the memento? It's $1. Hey, there you go. You could have saved that money, man.
Well, he pulled the engraver.
Well, so I get. Sure, he went plus on that. Sure.
They went plus, yeah. Like, I understand what you're saying, but I'm also saying, like, he got lucky. You know, if he pulled the other stuff. I didn't see anyone pull the rabbit. There are a bunch of stuff people didn't pull. No one saw the field spell for Mimikul stuff.
I pulled 2 of those. That's the ultra rare?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I pulled 2 of those.
I saw a lot of people pull the silhouette hat.
Interesting.
The trap.
Yeah, the trap.
Yeah. Again, like someone's like the thing's clump, so it's like I think our store just had a bunch of like of those and not the field spell.
Okay. That I know Matt pulled a QCR, the Dark Magician.
Yeah, the Dark Magician. Yeah, that was Matt. Cool. Yeah, he went plus on that. I was surprised a lot of people did want the Ankh, the Millennium stuff. Yeah, a lot of people wanted it.
Really?
Yeah, because I think Carlos came to the store. He pulled the QCR, I think, from Tate's.
Oh,
I think he went to Tate's, pulled the QCR, and then he came to our store.
Nice.
And he was trying to offload it, but no one like really wanted it.
Yeah. Oh, he could have offloaded to Chris because Chris was was very interested in playing the Exodia.
He didn't want it.
Really? Damn.
Yeah, because I told him, I was like, yo, Chris, you got the QCR on. He's like, I was like, go get it. He's like, nah, I'm good. I was like,
damn.
Okay. Yeah, I knew Chris wanted it. That's why, I knew who wanted the stuff. Yeah. And then, but I think what's funny is like a bunch of the people just ended up leaving. So like this tournament was pretty small. The turnout for the event was big. Like a lot of people were there. But around the time of the tournament, people just started leaving. So it was like a small tournament. But how about you? How were your pools?
So I only bought bots for now because I've talked about this in previous episodes. There's not really anything that I want to invest on other than Tenpai Genroku, and that's the only ultra rare that I want, and probably the rabbit as well. So I'd say now just buy a bots to support the store. Why not? And it was mid my pools. So I only had the 2 secrets. It was the White Forest, the Diabel White Forest, and then Fiend Smith Track the Spell, the one that allows you to do all the combos that everybody wants. And then the ultra rares weren't that good either. It was like Mimikul, Field Spell, the Light in Darkness, and I forgot what was the other 2. It's like, again, it wasn't the Genroku. I wanted the Genroku. I'm not too mad about it. I'm not too upset either about it. Because I did say I wouldn't mind getting some White Forest. You know, I wouldn't mind it just for later down the road if I ever want to, switch it up and have a fun deck to play with the White Forest. I have it, and I feel like White Forest is gonna be cheap on the day of the release. So I said like let me wait it off. It was just that. But then yesterday I went to Cool Stuff. My wife had to go to her job for a bit, and she was gonna leave like around 1ish. So it's like, all right, let me just swing by. Let me just go to Cool Stuff. It's right there, and once I'm done, I can go meet up with my wife and have some lunch and whatnot. It's like just a little bit, There was a crowd. There was the regulars that I've seen them before in the store. There was quite a few of the regulars. So I did my line. So they allow me to get a bots and free kits. And each kit is like 5 booster packs.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, cool. I got them. So I had this kid. I've never met this guy before. And he was trying to be friendly with me. He was trying to talk because I can tell like he's never been in this store or he doesn't know anybody. So I was like, hey, my name's so-and-so, and I just sat down with him because he was very lonely. He was in his lonely table. So I sat down next to him and just had a friendly chat conversation. So I started to pull up on the kits. On the kits alone, I pull Engraver. I went, wow. plus on there. Like, wow, I just got my money back on these. So I got the kid. So from the kids, I got the engraver. And then I started opening the bots. And then the bots, I went nuts again because I pulled the Link engraver. And then I pulled
Requiem.
Yeah, Requiem. And then I pulled some other style, like the old, I don't remember. Oh, yeah, the other secret was the other White Forest. So it's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take this one too.
Yeah.
I basically pull a one of each of the White Forests except for the synchro, the secret rare synchro. But everything else, I got it. So it's like, oh, okay, cool. So I only need less now. So I was like, I'll get the rest of it this week when Travis sells that on Mac cards. You know, I was just like, all right, if there's available, big, I'll take the core. I'll take the core. I still didn't pull Genroku. I was just like, damn, that sucks. But I look at the kid, and the kid was like pulling some good stuff. He did pull up the other White Forest, and he pulled Genroku, and
he pulled the Genroku.
Huh?
He pulled Genroku.
Yeah, he pulled a Genroku.
Tenpai.
Yeah, Tenpai. So I had people already on top of me fiending about, yo, what about Fiendsmith? What you gonna do with Fiendsmith? It's like, what you offer? You gotta be. Oh, where are you going by? I'm going by based on gamer's choice. So gamer's choice is at 110. What can you do? Oh, how about 90? Because we know it's not gonna go on a triple digits. It's like, yeah, you're right. It might not go on the triple digits, but that's not the price right now, is it?
Yeah.
Give me a good offer and I'll offload it to you. Otherwise, like, I'll hold it off and I'll sell it somewhere else. I'm pretty sure somebody in eBay is gonna be like, hey, I'll take it for 100. And it's a good thing that I brought some of my cards to the store, because I did brought the Fiendsmith and the Fiendsmith the spell. The one guy, I know the guy, he's really real cool dude. Bought all my Fiend cards for a great price. It was like, done. All right, I just broke even, made a profit, and I'm good. And I see the kid over on the other side. Oh, the other thing I remember what I pulled, it was the trap card, the Dominus Purge.
Yeah, Dominus Purge.
I also pulled that one. I was like, yo, this is plus. All right, I'm okay with keeping all this. I'm satisfied. I looked over at the guy. The guy had the Genroku and the other White Forest, and I was like, yo, bro, like, what do you want for it? Maybe I'm willing up for to trade. I was like, all right, cool. There's other people trying to fiending over him. There was like pacing around back and forth, and they were willing to offer him money, like money, and he was like, no, but I feel like the store has a policy. I can't sell you guys right here. And they were like, no, it's okay. We can do it outside. Outside, they don't care. He was like, I don't know. I don't want to get, banned from the store, which is like, all right, I respect him.
Yeah.
I respect him. So I didn't offer him any money. I offer him, cards. It's like, yo, what are you looking at? I think I want to do Mimic Ghouls. I think that's a cool archetype. I think I want some of that. And just like, oh, okay, hold on. Pull out all my Mimic Ghoul cards. All of them that I pulled, the ultra rares and the supers, bam.
Yeah.
I'll trade you all these for the Genroku and that secret, the White Forest.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, how much would that be? It says, all right, if we're gonna go with Gamer's Choice, it's not a lot. I can tell you that each super is $1, but the ultra is like $5 or something. Okay, is there anything that you can give me that can value it? It's like, I got the Ultra Dark Magician and the trap card Dominus Purge. Dominus Purge is money. So with these two and all these supers, would you be willing down to drop it? Okay, yeah. It's like, okay, can you drop the gimmick puppets, the ETCs? These? Absolutely. Here. Bam. All the guys were looking at me down like, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because all I did is have a nice conversation with the guy, and I wasn't fiending for anything. I was just being friendly. And moral of the story in all this, I went plus, yes, on the whole sneak peek, and it pays to be nice. Basically. So I was happy because now I got some of my white forest. I know I pre-ordered the Genroku and the rabbit and the trap card from Gamer's Choice. So I'm just waiting for it. But I'm definitely missing one more Genroku. So hopefully this week I can get the other one just to play around. Or maybe I'll play Gimme Puppet FTK because I had the card, the whole deck itself. Like the deck is ready to go. I just have to practice the FTK. It's fun, but it's like, okay, you need to remember how to do it. Once you know all the combo lines, you have to practice whenever somebody tries to stop you, which is going to be very rare because the beauty about the FTK is that the field spell and some of the Gimme Puppets effects says you can interact with the Gimme Puppet effect. Basically, it tries to chain block you. Mm-hmm. That's the gimmick of all this. Little down the rules. That's the gimmick of the Gimme Puppets. Is it chain blocks you because they say your opponent cannot respond to the chain of this effect, or they cannot. So basically, they can chain the effect. When a Gimme Puppet is activated, you can respond to it. And when there's the field spell, it's like Sangen summoning. It basically protects you from any negations, from imperns, veilers, or Ash or stuff like that. It just protects you. I don't know if it does protect you from Nibiru. It probably does, but I have to double check. I think it's the field spell protects you from everything. But if you don't have the field spell, then you're more susceptible to Nibiru than any other hand trap. Because every other hand trap, you still have to respond to the chain when it happens. But because certain effects on certain monsters, they're telling you when a Gimme Puppet is being resolved, you can't chain it. Or it's being activated, you can't chain it. You can't respond to it. That's the whole thing. So, I mean, I got the whole course, so I'm excited to try it out, just to shits and giggles. I'm not looking to try to win first place. If I win, if I go undefeated this Saturday with Gimme Puppet, I'm the greatest duelist ever. No cap. I'm the greatest of all time. I'm a GOAT. I got bit by a GOAT, man. because right now I don't know how to play the Gimme Puppets. And if I do it by playing by emotions and I somehow win it against everybody, it's like, yo, this is it. I'm the G. I'm the G. I don't need to play anymore. I'm moving to One Piece. I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about it, man. The whole sneak peek, it was pretty dope. I'm excited. I went plus. I've lost some of my cards. I really don't need it. And I was actually very indecisive to offload my Fiendsmith because in my head I was like, am I ever gonna use this archetype or this engine somehow in my deck in the future? And I answer myself, it's like, no, because at least the decks that I usually play, they don't need the engine itself. And knowing myself, I'm always the person that always tries to be against everybody. You know, I'm very anti-meta in the sense like I don't want to spend $600 on a deck to play for a few months and then wait it to be worthless. Like I'd rather spend $100 and play for a couple of formats and I'll be happy about it, you know? Like I did with Vanquish Roll. I got done with Cashier and Punk, you know? Yeah, because I'm always against everybody. I'm in the sense of the meta aspect. And if I feel like the deck that I'm playing is also like very competitive and it has a chance, it's like, oh, then there you go. And if I love to play it, I'm enjoying it. That's all that matters. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about the sneak peeks, man. Anything else you want to add up?
I mean, I can go over the tournament quickly.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell me about your tournament because I know I missed it
because it was your dad's birthday.
Yeah, shout out
I stayed.
Pops.
Game 1 was against Gimme Ghoul. And I'm playing Evil Hero Fiendsmith.
Tell me that the Gimme Ghoul didn't had a chance against you.
Oh, it didn't because I opened Corridor. I opened Nemesis Corridor. Game 2, he went first and he did the Gimme Ghoul stuff. He had 2 monsters on my field face down. I was praying. I was like, please get a Fenrir because I was going to tribute them away because they're all like flip effects, right? Mm-hmm. I did not open Fenrir. And I flipped the first thing, and it was just like destroy everything that you control except face down. So I'm like, thank God, this is so dumb. So, and then it passes control, right? So I'm like, cool. Like, good thing I didn't summon anything.
Right.
I was like, let me just flip all your stuff. And then the second monster was like, I banished the top 3. I pick any monster that was banished, summon it, and then I have to give control of that to the opponent. And of course, it was Fenrir. That was my next draw. So I was like, oh my God. So I gave him the Fenrir. I still go full combo. Not full. I did a different combo. I went into the Closed Goddess.
Right.
Targeted one of his things. Summoned some other stuff. Blah blah blah. And then I go into the world, Underworld Goddess.
Mm.
And I was like, yeah, I get to tribute 2 of your things now. Because of the moon, the closed moon. The other because of Underworld Goddess' own summoning condition.
Yep.
So I just like cleared his board. And then I also had Nemesis in hand. So I go into Colossus again. So I couldn't beat him that turn. I passed turn, but he can't surge. So he's like, okay, pass. And then he just scooped because he's like, he didn't have it. He put like one thing face down, but it's like, I have cards in hand to like summon and be over. So it just didn't matter. Game 2 was against Kashtira. Some new guy never seen before came and he was playing Kashtira. Game 1, he opened Shifter, and I'm like,
Hey, yo, what the
this is how it feels to be shifted.
Emotional.
Even Ken was next to us. He starts laughing. He's like, how does it feel? I'm just like, it hurts. And I look at my hand, and it's like malicious, Armageddon Knight.
Oh, no.
Like, literally everything I have to send to grave. And then he just goes, and then I'm like, okay, go. He's like, main phase. I'm like, sure. And he's like, terraform me. I'm like, game 2. And I literally just pick up myself and start sighting. Like, I don't know if he was upset or not, because I know some people just like to play the game, but I'm like, I'm not wasting time. Like,
yeah, exactly.
you're gonna go full combo. I had no hand trap. I can't ask your terraforming. Like, it is what it is. Then game 2, he didn't have Shifter, because if he had Shifter, I would have just scooped and just like trolled around with George or something. Like, I don't care. But he didn't have Shifter. I set up a board. But yeah, like everything negated. I was like, cool. I end up on a Chaos Angel, and I'm like, okay. And he set up Scareclaw and Fenrir, and I was like, cool. You're gonna out my Chaos Angel. And then he didn't. He just went to Sharing Era, and I was like, okay, like, sure, dude. And then then we proceeded to do 6 more turns because he didn't know how to get his Scareclaw back, and then because he had nothing that can beat over it. Or can destroy it or anything. And I was like, are you really losing to like a Chaos Angel? But I knew, like, even if I in that state, all he had to do was link away his Sharing Era, and he didn't want to. And it got to the point he did the Mecha Phantom Beast combo, and he summons the 2 tokens, and then he goes into Link Spider. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, Link Spider just like any monster. I'm just like, bro, like, you don't have any zones. Like,
Yeah.
you put the Sharing Era in the extra like monster zone, and then he wasn't getting it. And so then because he wasn't using tokens. I have the Mecha Phantom Beast tokens. I took it out of my little pile of tokens. I was like, show me what you're trying to do. And then he takes the one of them. He's like, I'm going to link, and I'm like, you can't link in the main monster zone if you don't have
A link arrow
that points to. And then he's like, oh, I really screwed myself. And I was like, I guess. I was like, there's just ways for you to get rid of that.
He gets the bug.
He was trying to go into an IP.
Congratulations.
He wanted to go into IP.
You played yourself.
And I'm like, there's ways for you to get rid of that. And he still did not want to get rid of
even
the Sharing
after
Era.
that.
I was like, okay, bro. And then eventually he did get rid of it.
For what?
I forgot what Link monster he went into. I think he did go finally into IP, and I was like, we could have done this like a couple turns ago. But he did. And then because the Scareclaw was in grave now, birth summon, Scareclaw, Fenrir attack, my thing is instantly negated. So he banished it face down and then combo. But I was like, bro, like, this is why I'm the cash master, because I was like, the angel does not bother me, bro. And I was talking to Kenneth too, and the guy was like, we don't even know what he plays in his deck because he was trying to burn Kenneth, and he was like, bro, just put the Flare Metal Dragon. And the guy was like, oh, I side that card. And it's like, he's like, but it's game 3. Like,
yeah,
that's when you side it in, you know, like if you don't main that, like for some reason, if you don't main that in your extra deck, you know. So I was like, whatever, but he ended up winning the tournament. What? And everyone I talked to was just like, oh, we lost a shifter. And I'm like, that's so dumb because I literally go through many tournaments and never open shifter. And when I open shifters against George, you can play around it. So I'm just like,
how the heck did everybody lose against this guy who didn't even know how to play it?
He got shifter, like, yeah, Kenneth was like, yeah, game. He got shifter all 3 games, apparently.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
And I was like, that's crazy. I'm like, that rarely happens to me. I'm like, I rarely get shifter back to back to back, you know? Which is also crazy because game 2, he shifter Kenneth, and Kenneth still managed to beat him under shifter. I guess he just had the right cards, but I was just like, when he won, I was like, I told Travis, I'm like, yeah, you keep making fun of Cashtira, but I was like, I'm like, my boy won it. You know, like he represented Cashtira and he still won it. So I was kind of happy. I'm like, yeah, Cashtira won it, even though I literally got wrecked. I was like, I don't care. Like Cashtira still won. It's the principle.
Hey,
he represented Cashtira, so I was kind of happy.
The fact that an unexperienced person played Cashtira and still won the tournament shows you how powerful Cashtira is.
Yeah.
Keep talking, Travis. Keep talking. Yeah. Cashtira doesn't do anything. Yeah. Keep talking. Just keeps winning all your tournaments.
I don't know if I'll say inexperienced. I just think maybe he just fights the meta a lot. And then I was like, I'm not even playing like meta. Because I know that's an issue. That's why pro players hate playing in formats that there's a lot of diversity. Because they're like, I don't know how to out literally anything except the number 1 deck, you know?
Well, you have shifter. I mean, what?
Yeah. Yeah, with the Chaos Angel, I was like, I literally saw the Scarecrow on board. I'm like, yep, I lost this.
And then
we went to Shinra Era with it, I was like, okay, that's weird.
Again, the way you were describing me how he was playing in his cash deck, it felt like he's a little bit unexperienced on the cash because he could have beat you a few turns earlier instead of dragging it all the way to the end. He could have done a lot more, and he wasn't paying attention with the Dragossack and trying to link it off. So it's like he a little bit unexperienced.
Yeah, I never seen him, so I was like, okay, but he won, which is just like, damn, to have to go back to cash now because I don't want to lose the cash. I'm like, I just pulled a Fiendsmith, and I'm gonna have to retire it.
Oh my god, you nuts!
I was also annoyed because there was no Tenpai players on Saturday either.
Are you kidding me? I could have won. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, Elon, you would have been like, I know your combo. You're like Dark Hole, Regeki,
Harpies,
Lightning Storm.
Oh, we're under shifter. Oh, okay. Anyways, Sangen Summoning. Hydra, Effect, Chandra, Fadra, Biden, Trident, bye.
Yeah. I was hoping someone was playing that, but no one was. Well,
believe it.
The Michael was there again, the fire pile.
Oh, yeah.
That was my game 3. He also lost the shifter because he said he didn't open any of the Tenpais under the shifter. So he couldn't use his Snake Eyes, he couldn't use his Battling Boxers, he couldn't use his Infernoble Knights, like literally nothing. Yeah. So, but I went up against him, and game one, I got it. No, I think he went first. He got it. Game 2, I got it.
And game 3.
And it was kind of funny because we both bricked. So we're just going like 1 for 1 for 1 for 1. And then finally, like I set up a board. I literally just had Fenrir. I just had Fenrir on board. That was it. I was just like, Fenrir, search, he draws me. And I'm like, pass, because I literally, even without the draw, that's all I could have done. Even without draw, that's all I could have done was search Fenrir. That's not like I had no normal summon. I think I had like malicious in hand. I couldn't get rid of it. And then, so every time he kept doing something, my Fenrir just kept banishing his like things on board. So he couldn't like link off, couldn't sync, or couldn't do anything. He did go into Hida. He summoned my Ash Blossom. and he was going to Promethean because then he just starts his old combo, right? And then when he summons my Ash, I'm just like spellbound. And he looks at me. He's like, that's a card. I was like, it is a card. And then that's when he realized he couldn't beat me anymore because like that turn he had to go into Princess.
Yeah.
And he couldn't. And he was like, he just passed. I attacked, and I finally got a normal summon. Started doing stuff, and he's like, "You got it." I was like, "Hey, game 3, he went first. I didn't have a lot to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
He had an IP. I kaiju it because he got Flame Burst IP. I'm like, okay, main phase 1. I'm like, let me kaiju your IP so you don't go into whatever. But he just still had enough interruptions to stop me. Because when I summon a Light Fiend, he just Promethean instantly to just destroy it. So I couldn't link it off. So I was like, yep. I'm like, that's the right play.
Yeah.
That is the right play. So I had like a malicious on board. That was it. And then he just like had a monster that was like 3K. He beat over it and then time. So he got it, which I was like, yeah, it was fair. And then round 4 was muskets. It was just Val. Because you know how he switches every week.
Yeah.
It was muskets with Eldritch.
That's a weird combo. How's that even an interaction?
I don't know. He didn't have a chance to show me because he got Thunder Dragon Colossus. In the first game, I summoned DDD King High Caesar. He was like, I hate you because now I'm going to get my cards banned. Because he plays DDD sometimes. Yeah. And I was like, now you know how I feel about Fenrir. Because everyone plays Fenrir. They're going to get my stuff banned. But that was it. I went 2-2.
Is there any...
I don't know what I want to do for the rest of the format. I think I'm going to bring 2 decks. I think I might as well just... If I see the guy again with Kashtira, I'm just going to play Kashtira. Because as much as I love Shifter, I do think it's a bit dumb that like Shifter can win you the game. It's like... Because I'm like, no matter what I top decked, it didn't matter. It did not matter what I top decked. Because I'm like, he just has... He creates advantage over me. But if I don't see him... I might just play Snake Eyes Fiendsmith. I might as well. Just to rank up that store credit so I can control Travis later.
Damn, bro. Damn, yeah, okay. Sure.
I just want that store credit because when Union Arena comes out, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I want the Ghost Rare manga panel Gon and Killua.
Christ, you're right.
So I need to start racking up more store credit.
Yeah, totally forgot that Union Arena is coming. It's coming
soon.
Yeah.
We're in July, right?
We're in July. It's October. I guess
3 months.
Like, yeah. The starter deck is releasing by the end of September, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the boosters on October, and then the Jujutsu Kaisen version it will be on November. Yeah, wow. Damn, it flew by. It flew by since we started talking about Union Arena. I mean, good things. I'm hearing a lot of good hype about the Union Arena. I mean, they're doing the whole promo tour right now. They just went from Anime Expo, and they were giving away like a play mat on which, depending on which deck you're gonna play, a bots and everything.
Yeah,
I was like, damn. I wish they could have done that for Comic-Con. Like, fuck. I don't think they're going to Comic-Con, but we'll see. Then maybe they'll show up for a little bit. I mean, it is Bandai. And I saw the map on the Bandai, on the Comic-Con website, the map itself. Bandai has like 6-7 booths alone. One of them is close to the Pokemon booth, and the other one is close to the Konami booth. So it's like, all right.
You're going to pass by them, yeah.
Yeah, eventually I will pass by. But I told everybody, it's like, yo, whatever you guys decide, just so know, first one we're going is Konami booth. That's the first one. That's it. I don't want to hear it. Afterwards, guys, do however you guys want to settle things out. Like, do however you want to go old circle around. That's fine. But first one's Konami. I have to be there on the Konami.
Yeah.
Like, it's a limited time exclusive mat. Like, it's only limited stock, and I want to get it, and I want to get my tokens, and that's pretty much all I want, But we'll see what else am I gonna get, because me and cons, I always say I just want one thing. I ended up buying a lot of things. So
congratulations.
Yeah, I played myself on that one. But that's okay. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm excited for Union Arena, bro. I want to come back again to play with you just to refresh it because I definitely totally forgot because I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh and One Piece, and now I'm getting the hang of One Piece. Now I want to like get the hang with Union Arena as well. Like I definitely want to come back. So when the thing comes, it's like, all right, we got the whole deck itself. Like let's play. I'm excited. There's definitely a lot of hype. Definitely a lot of hype. I really wish and hope that it definitely prevails. So Bandai, please. And if you want us to send us some bots, to give you guys free promo, send it our way, man. To Mike Phoenix Hero and a Wolf and Geeks Clothing. We'll give you guys a free promo. Absolutely. Bandai, send it to us. Send it to us.
Yeah, I'll open it.
Yeah, we'll open it. I don't care. I don't care. We don't care. We'll do it. Definitely do it. That's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, it was a cool. I'm happy that you're trying to try other debts until the guy comes and all right, I'm back at Kashira.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's cool. I mean, I feel like this format itself is gonna be a very board breaking format. Like board breakers are gonna be your best friend now until the ban list comes. Like the hand trap itself is not gonna be enough. Like now you need to destroy boards. So that makes me feel like, all right, the Tenpai Dragon version that I have, the board breaker version, is the way to go moving forward. Which I'm still looking forward for the deck profile for you to show up.
I have to do it. I'm just lazy, bro. But I'm gonna do it before info because it has to be before info.
Yeah, it has to.
So I'm gonna try to get it this week. I just have to stop being lazy.
Yes, please. Please let everybody know I'm a great Yu-Gi-Oh player. But yeah, guys, do you have anything else you want to say before we move on to the topics that we got?
For Yu-Gi-Oh, no.
Any TCG talk or Union Arena? You're just excited?
I'm just excited, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to it. I really hope Union Arena becomes a thing and we can have tournaments and start building a new community and having more fun with it. Guys, let us know in the comments down below what you guys think about, the sneak peeks. Let us know what you guys thought. Let's see if you got any great pulls or you got neg. Let us know, guys. Moving on to, let's see, video game topics. I got some Pokemon rumors here, but it's been silenced for a while, so I'm not gonna discuss much about it. I will talk about a little bit of, the Bleach game. A new Bleach video game for the console has been announced and they show up their trailer. I'm excited for it. I honestly cannot wait. Again, I'm not too crazy about the graphics. It's an anime video game. It's gonna be what it is, But the fact that it shows like you'll be able to play from the very beginning of Bleach all the way to the 1,000-year Blood War gets me a lot of excitement. I'm happy. And speaking of excitement with Bleach, they announced the part 3 of the 1,000-year Blood War that is coming out this year. I believe it was October of this year. They announced that they're gonna the part 3 was coming out, which I think it's a little bit too far, man. Yeah, because they say that they released a trailer not too long ago. They released a trailer not too long ago. Announced the trailer of the announcing when it's gonna be released. So yeah, it says October 2024. And I will say this: I don't think I think there's gonna be a part 4.
You don't think part 3 is the end?
Because I think we ended with episode 20 something. And they say that it's going to be 51 episodes. So I feel like if you do the calculations, if we're already in the 20s, we still need like a half more. If I think what they're going to do, because this part 3 looks like it's already towards the last act of the war. Spoilers alert, guys. If you haven't read the mangas, spoiler alert. Based on the trailers and what I'm seeing, it looks like it's gonna be like the final act. Like if it's gonna be, and in my head, I'm like, are you telling me that you're gonna release all the episodes there? Like you're gonna release all the 20 something remaining 20 something episodes in that part 3, when part 1 was like 12 episodes, part 2 is like another 12 or 14. So are you telling me part 3 you're gonna release all 20 something of them? Nah, bro. I don't believe it. I believe there's gonna be a part 4. I believe there's gonna be another. Part 3 is gonna be another 12, and by part 4 will be like probably that's when there'll probably speculation gonna be the Hellverse arc, because they did say, and it was confirmed, 50 episodes on this last season of Bleach, and that's it. No more episodes. They did confirm that. So I'm just doing calculations. It's like, all right, part 3, you're going to be doing 12 more episodes. And then part 4 is going to be the last episodes that you guys are going to be doing, you know? So yeah, so I feel like Bleach ain't over. And we'll probably see more Bleach next year as well. Like 2025. So if they did it October, we'll probably look at it like around March as to be like the last of Bleach. If I'm right, if I'm speculating, but that's what it looks, because the trailer, it shows me like, oh shit, we're already down to the last part of the arc. Unless they find a way to stretch it out of nowhere, then by all means. Sure, I don't like that, but it is what it is. I don't have anything else to say about it. Moving on. You have anything to say with the Bleach series, or you're like whatever? Yeah.
I don't watch Bleach. I mean, I know it, but
all right. What about the announcement of season 2 of Solo Leveling? They released like a teaser trailer.
I know what Solo Leveling is. I know it's like isekai, and I don't really watch isekai.
It's isekai? I thought it was manga. We talked about it.
Isekai is a type. Manga is just where it's from. Isekai is the type of manga. Manga is like, it's either like Chinese or Korean.
Yeah, I think it's Korean. I think.
Yeah. Isekai just means like the type of
anime. It is. Well,
yeah.
Season 2, let's show up a trailer. Looks pretty dope. I'm excited for it. Speaking of isekai, Suicide Squad isekai. I've been watching those episodes, and it's pretty good. I can't complain about the animation. They really are into the isekai. The fighting scenes are pretty dope. I wish they could have dubbed it, man, but they went straight to like, nope, strictly sub. Like, we want to do this the most anime version out of them all. It's like, okay, cool.
I disagree, Warner Brothers. That's crazy. I refuse to watch anything sub.
Really? Well, I mean,
I think the last thing I saw subbed was literally the Godzilla movie.
The G-1? The
G-1.
But that movie is like, yo.
Yeah.
Really? So you don't really watch anything sub? Everything has to be dubbed. If it doesn't have a dub, then you don't watch it.
I won't. Yeah. Damn. I just think it's like a lot of people hate dub because they're like, it's cringe, and I'm like, most of the time it's cringe because what they're saying is cringe, but you don't think it's cringe when you're reading the subtitles.
That's a fair
because like you're just processing the words as words. But when you actually hear the words in your native language, you're like, wow, this is so cringe. And it's like, but that's literally what they're saying. Like,
yeah. No, I always prefer dub as well. I sometimes am tired of watching the animes on sub. I like hearing the dubs, especially if some of my favorite voice actors are voicing some characters. I was like, that's a plus for me. I only watch the subs because, I watch it. I want to see the first couple of episodes until they start releasing the dub. Once they release the dub, then I'll switch it back. It's the same thing that I'm doing right now with My Hero Academia. I started watching the dub, and I don't want to watch the sub at all. Same with Demon Slayer, but Demon Slayer is so dope that I don't mind watching the sub. And once the sub is done, then I'll watch the dub and then I'll just like run through it. Oh yeah, Kaiju number 8. It's a very great show. I highly recommend. The dub is already out. I already finished the sub, so I want to watch the dub version out of it. What else? What other good animes has been out there? Oh yeah, Fairy Tail. So Fairy Tail is one of those animes that I need to see in dub. I can't watch it on sub. I have to watch it on dub as well. Yeah, I watch a lot of dub. Now that I think about it, especially Bleach. Bleach is probably the exception as well that I want to watch the sub first and then dub. Not because I want to, I'm eager to watch it on sub. No, it's because I want to see firsthand these fighting scenes, these animations and everything. And once I see it, it's like, oh my God, I can't wait to see this shit on dub. And it's gonna be like so massive and big and whatnot. I do know that one of the biggest critics on people watching dub is that when you're watching stuff on sub, it feels very big and loud versus watching it dub. It kind of like puts all that loudness and contains it into like right here and makes it sound like it's loud, but it's not. It's something that not a lot of people, not regular customers who understand what I'm saying, but people who are in my field, in your field as well, into video and audio, they will notice the difference. They will notice it's like, oh shit, it's like I feel more energy on the sub than when I watch on the dub. There's not that energy. Now, granted, it's not every anime. There's some dub animes that I feel like, holy shit, this guy went above and beyond. Like me hearing Goku transforming to Super Saiyan in anime, it sounds goofy. Like it sounds like it's like, oh my God. I never like Goku's Japanese voice actor. It just sounds
same. I just think it's weird that you have a buff man
and sounds like a girl.
Voiced by because it's voiced by a woman.
Yeah, no, I know it's voiced by a woman. Yeah, but
so that's why to me it's just weird. That's why I like Sean. His name is Sean, right?
Yeah, Sean Samuels as Goku. Because when I heard Sean Samuels Goku screaming, you feel it. Like you feel like and you're like, hey, whoa, where are we going with this? And same as Chris Sabat as Vegeta, like he goes above and beyond with his voice acting.
Yeah.
That's just like, okay, this makes sense. Like, I definitely feel it. So not all animes are the same like that. But it's just the feel that you see, that you feel like, oh, this sounds louder than the other one. But, that's all matter of personal preference. But yeah, I like the dub as well. I do enjoy watching dub more over sub. Sub is if I really am desperate to see it, I want to see it, then all right, I'll see it. I'll have no other choice. And obviously, if the anime is good, but here in the States, they haven't got the rights to make the dub version, then obviously, I have no other option but to watch the sub out of it,
I still refuse. I'd rather just read the manga at that point.
Really?
Yes.
So even if the anime is good and it's popular, but they're not planning to put a dub, you're still not gonna watch it.
I'd rather just read it, yeah.
Damn. All right. I respect on that, bro.
Thanks, I guess.
I know a new thing that I did saw, our manga that I was reading, Kagurabachi. So far, it's such a great show. I mean, such a great manga, man. And they confirmed that there's gonna be an anime adaptation out of it. So I'm excited. I'm just curious to who's gonna be the dub for that, and it has to be someone that's badass out of it. What else? Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh yeah, Eden Zero's manga is finally over. So they finished the whole series. So now we're looking for the show to end. But now we can tell that it'll end in two more seasons. Jujutsu Kaisen, it's near its end so far. If anybody's reading Jujutsu Kaisen on the manga, holy shit, the shit keeps getting better and better. Not gonna spoil you much on that, but just read it. It's really, really good. This is something that I definitely want to talk to you about because I don't know if you notice about it. You're not. I know you're not into the YouTube people or channel or whatnot, but it definitely is something that it grinded my gear when I saw it, and I hate YouTube and all these companies doing this shit. So recently, this channel, Anime Balls Deep. You ever heard of them?
Maybe. Let me just look quickly, but
yeah.
But you can tell me what happened.
So this channel is very well known in the community, at least in the YouTube hemisphere and in the anime sphere. They're very well known. These guys are pretty cool people. They're a bunch of guys talk about, conspiracy theories and stuff that actually do come true, and by reading certain mangas and animes, and they just give them their in-depth reviews out of the chapters, in-depth review of the animation or the characters, or give them, all that stuff, So they recently got free strikes on their YouTube channel because Shuhei Studios say that they were copyright infringement. And they were like, what? What do you mean copyright infringement? It's like, yeah, they were under copyright infringement because they didn't watch the title. I mean, they didn't watch the videos. They just watched the title and they just pull a complaint out of it and they strike them. And YouTube basically let it happen without even watching or even doing the appeal of the review. So I saw that and I was like, what the fuck, YouTube? Because it kind of made sense every time I get a copyright infringement or a warning, per se, from Warner Brothers, mostly Warner Brothers, or AMC. Whenever I used to talk about, The Walking Dead and our Warner Brothers stuff, like Game of Thrones and whatnot, and I put the titles in there. And then I talk about, about the episodes or the shows and whatnot, and I give like a little fast forward version of their own trailer, muted, and me talking over it. And everything's under fair use. But apparently, these studios, when they don't see us under fair use, they're like, well, you can appeal it, but that means you'll get a strike if you get rejected this time. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And I always get a copyright infringement out of it on every time I talk about it. Not talk about it. Show them a snippet of the trailer. And all I do was talking nothing but good stuff out of it. Get them like praises, free promo. It's like, hey, you should watch it with just a snippet of the trailer, mute it and have it fast forward. So I'm commenting on top of it. They don't hear anything that allows the copyright infringement. I still get a warning. And most of the time, YouTube, when you try to appeal them, it takes them months to take a look at it. Like their whole YouTube is great in a lot of things, and it's also bad in a lot of things. Like when it comes to like customer support, oh my God, it's the worst ever. And I've dealt with bad customer support from famous gaming companies or gaming consoles or computers and whatnot. But this has to be like the worst of the worst. Because unless you have a huge following and have the support from the community to literally spam YouTube on Twitter and tag them and let them know, hey, yo, what's going on? They're in the clear. Why is this? They're not going to even bother respond or do anything about it. And no matter how many times you tell them, it's like, yo, I'm under fair use. I'm under fair use. I'm commenting on top of it. It's a commenting section. I've only used a snippet. It's muted. It's fast forward. And I'm talking good things about it. I'm commenting. And I still get a copyright infringement out of it. So my whole take in all this, YouTube needs to update their policies, or they need to let the companies know, hey, this is what fair use is. You shouldn't be doing this. Let us do it for you, and let us review it. Or they need to hire more people to review some of this stuff to make sure it's work instead of having it automated, because that seems to be the problem. That was the problem with Anime Balls Deep, that their channel got almost got permanently banned and erased because of YouTube's automation. It picked up one strike, and because there were multiple, it just added up on top of that strike, giving them 2 more strikes. And it was like on the verge of termination. I was like, duh, what the fuck is this with YouTube? And the reason why I'm talking about this and I'm frustrated about it, if this happens to a big channel like them, who has a huge community, and it does copyright infringements on little people like me, the bare minimum, it can literally happen to any channel, meaning that it's gonna get to the point like we can't talk about a review a episode or a movie because we have the risk of these companies to strike us or something. It's not even if it's good or bad, we just can't talk it. And I feel like that's horseshit. So just giving an awareness, for everybody out there. And I hope if YouTube listens to this, like, please, like, do something with your YouTube policy, or don't have it fucking automated, because the automation doesn't know anything. It's an algorithm. No, it's not an AI. Stop calling it an AI. AI basically is a learning machine or learning artificial intelligence. It's learning. It's not going to be asking or doing tasks if it doesn't know what it's doing. It's algorithm. It's someone who program it on a code, and they say if XYZ happens, then WX will execute. Simple coding, guys. They need to update the policies or have somebody behind it, or change the algorithm or the coding aspect, because this whole automating is ridiculous. And it's basically enabling big studios to have a lot of willpower to do whatever the fuck they want. And if somebody, imagine that, how many times have we complained about a video game or a movie and it's like, yo, it's bad, and here comes Disney and tries to shut us down. It's like, yo, like, why are you doing that? If the movie sucks, it sucks. What the fuck are you doing? So that was my biggest grind my gears moment out of it, man. Like, YouTube need to do better at this shit. Do you have any thoughts out of that? Like, you have any concerns about this type of stuff?
Yeah. I mean, it's always been happening. Like, I remember back in the day, like, you know how PewDiePie used to make like random songs?
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. Well, he used to make random songs, and then he would get copyrighted for his own song. And it's like,
own song?
Yes.
What?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
And he used to complain. He's like, how am I, like, I made the song, sang it, produced it.
Bruh.
How am I getting a copy strike on my own song? It was like a random company that was like,
bruh,
going around and giving copy strikes on behalf of YouTubers. And it's like, okay, but you copy, like, I'm the owner and creator. How can you copy strike me? Like, so it's always been an issue. I'm just remembering PewDiePie just when he said that, because he was like, what is this? And I'm like, imagine him. He was the biggest. I guess he still is, minus T series or whatever. But
right.
But it's like he was one of the biggest YouTubers, and he got copy striked on his own song. It wasn't even him using something else. It was, hey, here's a music video I made of my own song, and that got copyrighted. And it's like,
that's crazy.
Yeah. So this has always been an issue. And I just think YouTube just doesn't care.
They got so much money up their asses. Like, at this point, they're like,
yeah.
Unless but that sucks, because, like, what if you're trying to start a channel and then you immediately get 3 strikes and termination, all because you were expressing yourself about how a certain movie or TV or whatnot. You're just giving yourself your opinion out of it. It's your opinion.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it could be right or wrong. It's just your opinion. And then you get strike because of whatever bullshit reason. And then you try to,
sucks. I agree.
Yeah, and you try to appeal it, and either it takes forever, or they don't respond to it, or Yeah, now you have to. And the thing is like you're so passionate about it, you want to continue about this. You can't create another channel about it because they're gonna continue to track it. It's like you're not allowed to create another channel on a different name or a different email. So it's like, what are my options at that point?
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just my grinds my gears moment out of it. Again, not trying to start a revolution, but YouTube,
At least bring awareness. Yeah.
yeah, bring awareness. Just careful what you guys talk about and make sure you don't use their imagery or their likeness, and careful about the wording in the titles because that's how they're getting it. It's because I can literally talk about, or we're gonna talk about some of these shows that I got in my mind. We could talk about these, and I can put it on my title, but I have to be careful wording it because sometimes you get a strike just because of the wording, even though there's no image. I'm not showing any of the images or their likeness or any videos in regards to it. No, it's just me, you talking about it. But because the title says Captain America, you haven't asked permission for Disney for Captain America. They get the button anyway, so
Congratulations.
They
You
get the
played
button.
yourself.
yeah. Total control. It's called like being a total freaks is what they are. I got nothing else to say. You have anything else to say to wrap this up?
For that, no.
No. Let us know on the comments down below what you guys think about that stupidity policy of YouTube allowing, big companies doing stupid shit like that. Moving on to the movies and TVs aspect. A lot of trailers have been released. The Captain America trailer has been released. That one looked very good. I felt hyped about it. My expectations are still low, but it looked good. It looked good so far for the next next Marvel movie coming up in next year. I believe next year. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen it?
The Captain America one? No.
No. Okay. So it actually looks good. Giancarlo Estafino. I keep forgetting his last name. Giancarlo, the guy who plays many.
Gus.
Yeah, Gus
Yeah.
from Breaking Bad, basically Gus. He looks like a total badass. This is probably the first time I've ever seen him acting as a badass, and I don't know how I feel about it because I always seen him as like this very cold, calculated, big boss antagonist on any movie or show. And me seeing him like be the front man with a gun and shooting shit and looking like old total badass caught me off guard. Not saying that that's bad. I'm just like, I don't see you doing that. I see you more as the guy behind the scenes and being the guy like, I tell you what to do, and this is how it's gonna play,
Mhm.
Some can argue, like, what about in The Mandalorian? He had some fighting scenes. It's like, well, the time he was on the Mandalorian, I don't know if I would call it he was total badass of whatever is played. It was like a poor version of a Darth Vader. That's what he was. Like, let's call it. But even though he was still a badass actor and badass boss man, and he and executed that level when he was doing his fighting. I was like, it could be a stunt double or double. I don't really see him the way I saw in this trailer that he was him firsthand doing shit and fighting and whatnot. I was like, whoa, yo, a little bit too old for you to do all that stuff, Like stand behind the lines, That's how I felt. And then at the last scene of the trailer gives us is like, okay, you guys didn't have to show that part. You could have just like left it as a surprise. But good to know that now we know what to expect on the movie. I don't know. You want me to spoil it for you on the trailer? Or?
Yeah, go ahead.
It shows the Red Hulk.
Okay.
Like the Red Hulk in action and and holding and like blocking the Captain American shield down to the ground. Just like, oh shit, this shit has gone south real quick. So yeah, the trailer looks good. I mean, Anthony Mackie as the new Captain America, lot of hype out of it. I'm excited for it. I can't wait for next year to show up. A lot of trailers that came out recently. Agatha has done it, or Agatha into a Coven of Darkness, or whatever you want to call it. They changed that name so many times. I saw the trailer. I mean, it's another series. I know you're not gonna watch it because you don't want Disney Plus. But so far, it looks also very interesting and a good selection of cast as well. This one, unfortunately, kind of confirms Wanda Maximoff's death. Yes, it's been showed in the trailer.
In the trailer.
In the trailer, because her name is being put there.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's how Agatha comes back again. From her control. Once that spell is done, once she's dead, it's like, oh, okay, now I'm free. Now I'm doing a bunch of other witch shit. Like, it looks kind of very eerie and thriller looking and looks spooky, way too spooky for my taste. For it to be like on a for Disney, but it looked good. Look interesting. I don't know. I don't have much to say about it. The next one is Hellboy.
Hellboy.
Yo, Hellboy trailer look fire. And that's another one that I feel like, oh my God, this one's a little bit spooky as well.
A little dark, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit dark, man. But I don't remember in the trailer, was it like a Marvel movie? Or is it some other company that's making it that has the rights to it?
I don't think it's Marvel because Hellboy's not Marvel.
But where is it? Is it a DC? Am I confusing?
It's Dark Horse Comics.
Oh, so it's DC.
No, Dark Horse Comics. That's its own comic universe, bro.
Oh, I didn't know about that. The more you
I think Hellboy is probably their most popular IP.
Yeah, it has to be.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else I recognize. They're doing the Assassin's Creed comic, I guess.
The what? Assassin's Creed.
I'm trying to see what else, like what other IPs they done that you might know. But
the Dark Horse?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hellboy's the only one that people know.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, shit. I saw the trailer. It was pretty dark for me. I was just like, this is a Hellboy trailer? Holy shit. How far are we going with this? Me seeing for the first time a reboot of Hellboy is like, I hope they nailed this one on the comic. Because I love the first two movies of Hellboy. Wasn't too crazy about the first reboot, and this is gonna be the third one or the second one. It's like, but it looks good so far. What are your thoughts about it?
I remember watching a trailer last week, but I just forgot. Like, I thought it was good, but I just don't remember. I remember they're like in a forest.
Yes.
That's why, like, when you said it was eerie, like, yeah, it was a bit eerie because they're like walking like in a dark forest.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm gonna watch it definitely.
No, 100%. 100% is a movie to watch. I think that's it with all the topics that we gotta talk about. I think we can wrap this up with the questions that we got, man. Do you have anything else to say about any new spin-offs, shows, or whatnot? Oh, fuck. Talk about The Boys.
Oh, yeah. Last episode this week.
Oh, my God. The last episode. By the time this episode of the podcast airs, it should be like airing by the last episode of The Boys. Yeah, guys, we might actually talk about a little bit of spoilers if you haven't seen it, because I got an earful from my cousin saying, like, you got to watch out from spoilers. I'm like, at this point, if you're not watching it, then do I care? It's like, no, but you want people to care. I was like, okay. So I'm giving the people a warning heads up. Spoiler alert on The Boys. 3, 2, 1. It's like I told you before, I've been waiting for some like real shock value of like shit's happening. The first 3 episodes when it aired, I was just like, oh, okay, shit. Episode 4 comes out. I'm like, oh, okay. And then 5, 6, and 7 keeps aunting up the level of shock value. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? What? The last one was like, it went a little bit too dark. I was just like, yo, what is going on here? So, like, now I know that the Black Noir, he got superpowers. He got Compound V. I didn't know he had Compound V in it. I thought he was just an actor as he was portraying. But now
he said it. He said he can fly.
He did say he can fly?
Yeah.
Oh, so he definitely has Compound V powers then.
Yeah. He's a soup.
Oh, okay.
He told, like, I think in the scene with the Deep, he literally is like, he's like, they have me acting, but I can literally fly and stuff. And then it was like, yeah, but Black Noir doesn't fly.
Yeah, that fight scene was epic. I was like, that was like the fight scene that everybody wanted that for what's her name? Annie to fight the Deep so badly and fuck him up like that. That was pretty cool. And now the A train is like, yep, I'm no longer part of the 7. I'm team the boys now. It's like, yo, like things are coming on together now. Holy shit. I'm still surprised that this lady, I keep forgetting her name, which is like the dominatrix girl. Ashley. I don't know why she didn't leave. She should have left. I don't know why she wanted to stay and be Homelander's puppet. Like I didn't understand.
I don't know.
She had a chance. She had a chance to leave with Atron and say, "Fuck this place, let's go." Man, now, well, I'm afraid because now she has a high risk chance of, oh shit, you're gonna die. I don't know.
Yeah.
If she survives all the way to the last season, I'll be so fucking pissed.
I think she is. Why?
You think she's gonna survive all the way to the end?
Yeah.
What the f? This doesn't. All she does is basically do whatever these guys tell her to do, and she's like the most vulnerable person to be killed. Yet she's the one who lives, and everybody dies. Like what the fuck?
I don't think she's dying.
There's a lot of things I want to cover. Like from that episode alone. But on the previous, I don't know if we matched to talk about. Well, first things first, I want to give the kudos to you. You fucking called it. You called the Jeffrey D. Morgan's character. Kessler. He was always inside Butcher's mind, and that's his evil side, the good and bad. He's the bad. Holy shit, when that episode aired and it happened, I was like, this motherfucker was right. He called it. I was blown away about it. I was just like, I knew because you put it in my head that this could be it, and it started to lead it towards it. And when it happened, I'm just like, damn, I got spoiled. But it was good. It was definitely damn good about it. And now that I'm seeing more of it, I was like, yeah, Butcher, something's up, man. And I think he's the reason why he survived against the priest.
It is. That's why he keeps calling out for help. And he
is like, trust silence goes both ways.
Both ways, yeah.
It's like you
silent treatment goes both ways.
You dick. Yo, but definitely I'm curious as to what it is. Like, what is Butcher's transformation? Like, what it is that makes him like, oh yeah, like blow that priest up into smithereens, basically. Yeah. Shock values, it kept emptied up. And obviously Newman, I don't know how the fuck Newman bitch needs to die. Other than Homelander, needs to die. Because Newman is acting like playing all teams.
Yeah.
Which is smart because that's exactly what her father taught her to do. And it always goes to the winning side. And yeah, like the fact that she was kind of aware that there's gonna be concentration camps for humans, non-soups. That's kind of wild. and it was leading to the whole concentration camp. That's exactly why Tech Knight was in cahoots with Homelander. They were building all this stuff. It's like, holy fuck. But that somehow kind of like went off the rails the moment that they shot this Sister Sage. The funniest shit I've ever seen is Newman looking at her like, and she's like, and like
Yeah.
keep like, bro, what? And at the end of the episode of the last episode, episode 7, Homelander kicking out Sister Sage off the team. Now it's like, I got this under control, and then Firecracker, trying to be giving Homelander the milk titty shit out of, and I think
he's like, leave.
Yeah.
He's like, leave.
And I think she started to notice, it's like, oh, this guy is definitely off the rails. Like, I thought I had in there, but no, he's definitely off.
Yeah.
Oh, and what's gonna make episode 8 all hell breaks loose is when fucking Homelander watched on his son decided, like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And Homelander's
he's like,
Butcher's like, that's my boy. That's my boy. And then Butcher gets an attack. Now we don't know if that means that he's gonna go AWOL on everybody and kill everybody in the bar because of his superpower. But yeah, there were just too many shock values and whoa moments, and farm animals attacking people and shit. Yeah, it was just like, whoa. I guess like the last thing I want to talk about, and I'll pass it back to you, is like when they got this the doctor locked up, and they hit and he like escaped by giving Kimiko the virus.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my god, this is fucked up that they're cutting her leg off. Will she be able to regenerate the leg, or will she now be without one leg now?
I think she would regenerate it.
It's just gonna take time.
Yeah.
But that's fucked up. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure that, oh my god, I think that guy's gonna die in the next episode. Somebody's gonna find it and they're gonna kill him.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if there was a trailer for this week's episode. They haven't released one, right?
I don't watch the trailers.
Oh, okay.
I just wait for the episode.
Well, to be honest, like, I feel like this last episode of the season before the season ends, I think the shock value will be matched up. Like, there's gonna be holy fuck and what the fuck moments, and
yeah,
shit just got real.
I still am gonna stick by that Butch is not dying this season.
Because people are speculating that Butcher will die this season?
Yeah, because the whole thing, remember the trailer for the season was like, he's gonna die.
Right.
He only has like 6 months to live and blah, blah, blah. And if he takes the Temp V, which he did, it'll accelerate it. I'm like, nah, he's not dying this season.
Nah, he's gonna be around in season 5 for sure.
Yeah.
And let's make this speculation. Let's say that Butcher dies in this season, in this episode. Let's say it dies. One way or another, they're gonna bring him back on the next season, on the season finale or something. They have to kill Homelander, and it has to come from Butcher. Butcher has to be like the one to kill Homelander. But I don't think it's gonna end it there, because I've been hearing a lot of talk from the cast that they want to
do a movie.
Yeah, a movie ending series.
We'll see, because at the end of the day, it's like, even if they want that, it's what the producers and Amazon wants.
Yeah.
Or planned or budgeted for,
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of like, I don't know if I want a movie ending series, because sometimes they don't do well either. Those movie endings series, depending on where you're planning on it, like sometimes they don't do well. And usually that's more of a niche thing to the audience, to the fans of the show, It's not for the general public. Yeah. And when you do a movie like that, usually they release it worldwide for everybody to see it, but nobody, like, they see it, they're like, what the fuck is going on here? And have no clue because they haven't watched the first 5 seasons of The Boys. So I don't think they're gonna be doing that. I think season 5 is just ended and then continue on with Gen V and whatnot. They still got a Gen V season.
Yeah.
I think we might see some Gen V at this last episode. I think that we might see them. I mean, it ended. We saw two of the motherfuckers who betrayed everybody in Gen V.
Yeah.
And in one of the episodes, they talked about Homelander talked about taking over the White House and taking over America, and everything's under his control. This is like, oh shit, this is rising to dictatorship real quick, like genocide, everything.
Yeah.
This is going south real quick. So I'm curious how this episode is gonna end this season with a bang, and lead up to Gen V season 2, and then season 2 Gen V leads up to the last season of The Boys. Just curious, like a lot of it. I can predict a lot of it. I just wish that this one's gonna be like the banger of all bangers.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my thoughts behind it. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, like I said, I don't think Butch is gonna die. I don't think they're gonna save Annie. I think she's gonna still be captured in season 5.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Because
I don't think Butch is gonna kill.
Not in this season.
No, just ever. I think it's gonna be Soldier Boy.
You think so?
Yes, because there's no way they showed us that like he's frozen again under the CIA and then be like, let's just not use him,
Yeah. Like
I feel like once Homelander like attempts his attack on or like starts to take over the White House, I think that is when they'll unleash him. Because even in the comics, Butch was not the one that killed Homelander.
Yeah, no, it's the Black Noir who happens to
Black Noir, yeah. So it has to be someone that can hurt him, and the only thing
that can hurt him
pretty much Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
Well, what else? I did like the A-Train redemption arc.
Mm-hmm.
I never really hated A-Train. I really don't like the other people. But A-Train, I thought was like he could be saved. I also like that they kind of did it where it's like there's two paths, and it's like the Deep and A-Train, and they both took completely different sides.
Yeah.
I thought it was so crazy when the Deep let the octopus die.
That was cringe for me. I was like, yo.
It was so cringe, I know.
Fuck?
He's like, it was just like hearing her like gasp for air and pleading for her life. And it was just like, it's just an octopus. But what's worse is that he killed her over Sage, and then Sage is also sleeping with Black Noir.
Yeah.
and she doesn't have to lobotomize herself to sleep with him.
They were like, bro. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That Deep is the only one who lobotomized her.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. But probably she did that on purpose, just so that way she can have like Deep's controls. Like I'm taking, and I'll tell you what to do and whatnot. When Black Noir is just easy. It's like, I don't need to be stupid. Just like, just do it. I got you.
Yeah.
But yet this...
I'm surprised Homelander did not like actually laser her.
Yeah.
Because he was just like, go back to Detroit to your little box and don't show your face here again. I thought he was going to laser her.
Maybe it's because he probably will use her later on when he starts to cry again and be like, oh, nobody likes me. I don't know what to do. Sister Sage, help me do something. He probably has like that as a last resort, But
yeah,
with Homelander, the thing about Homelander, he's a loose cannon, man. Very unpredictable. You don't know if this guy is gonna start laser beaming everybody to death, or he's just gonna give them the stare, or he's just gonna freak out, or just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
The guy's a loose cannon to me, so I can never predict anything from him. I thought
it was weird that he started like he felt very hurt that A-Train betrayed him. Yeah. And then like last season, it's like you literally threatened him because you called him fat because of the the milkshake.
Milkshake. Yeah.
So then it's like,
That was kind of puzzling to me. Like you never liked him from the very beginning either. So you're like, why do you care if he left or not? You know, and you basically kind of like wiped out mostly everybody in the 7. Like you never liked anybody for the 7 except for Black Noir that you still end up killing.
yeah.
So I just don't. Again, like I told you, he's a loose cannon. One thing, he's unpredictable. He could be doing one thing, and then the next thing he could be doing something else, and you're like, okay, sure. Like for example, that the scene that he went down to the laboratory where he got experimented and all that, and forcing everybody to eat cake and forcing the guy to, pleasure himself in front of everybody, and then just like
so cringe, yeah.
Laser beam the fuck out of it. I'm like, why? Everybody was so afraid of it except for the one doctor, and she like I think about Homelander is that he doesn't attack you if he sees that you're like more of that authoritarian state, because he could have easily just killed her. He could easily kill her, but she showed him like the authoritarian state, like, I'm bigger than you. Even if you have supervising, you can just splatter me into it. I'm still in charge of this. I'm still the big boss in all this. And the same thing with what's his name? I keep forgetting what's his name. The Giancarlo's character,
Edgar Stan.
The same thing. Homelander could literally just split him in half. And when Edgar decided to make all the changes for the 7, like adding Stormfront to the 7 or having Annie, Starlight to be the co-captain of the 7, all that stuff, Homelander had every power to just like finish him off and laser beam the fuck out of him. But no, he doesn't. And he friends him, and he's like, and Giancarlo's like phased out of it. It's just like, you're nothing but a bad product. That's what you are to me. So it's like I feel like he doesn't respond to authority for people with that level of authority that he's not afraid of. Even though
I don't think it's authority. I think it's just people that don't show fear. Because I think there's one scene where like Huey sends up to him too, and then Homelander just like walks away. I think it was like when Huey was like visiting Vought Tower, visiting Starlight. I think in season 3, like he like stands up and it's like, I'm not afraid of you. And then he doesn't, and then he just walks away. Because don't forget, he can like sense heartbeats and stuff like that. So I think it's like he literally knows like if you're putting up for a facade or not. So I guess for those people, it's like in the sense that their heartbeats is literally the same. They're not sweating. They're literally just normal.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like Edgar or the doctor, all those people that were never afraid of him.
Well, she became afraid when he left her in the room and everything was just bloody and piles of human matter. Yeah.
But he left her alive. He could have just killed her right there and there along with the old bloody mess and leave just that bloody mess like it was nothing.
That's true, but maybe he also was like, I want her to feel some sort of punishment, and just killing her is not like good enough.
I don't know. Again, loose cannon. Like he completely unpredictable. Anything can happen with this guy. Like I don't know. Anything else you want to add to the boys?
No, I'm trying to think. No.
Well, let's wrap it up. Because we can definitely talk about it on the next week. I mean, next week. My next week?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Hopefully next week. Yeah. Before I go to Comic-Con. Yeah. So we can talk about it. Give us our final review of the boys and what we can predict after the episode. Guys, let us know in the comments down below what you guys think about the boys this season and the episodes. Just let us know in the comments down below. Let's move on to the last question, man. Let's just wrap this up, bro. Let me see. So there's 2 that I'm intrigued, but depending on how one answers, see how maybe this one will be much faster. All right, so here's one that I looked over. Let me ask you, Mike, in your personal opinion,
Okay.
Who's the most popular anime character? Without looking, you say, you say like, bam, this one. Who's the most popular anime character? Did you froze or are you just standing still? Oh shit, he froze.
Hello?
Oh, there you go.
My bad. I don't know what happened.
Oh.
Okay, I said
it
my personal bias.
it led to a traumatic entrance, bro. I kid you not.
Okay. I was like, okay, that was weird. I want to say my personal bias is to say Goku, but I think it's Luffy.
Interesting. It is Goku.
It is Goku. It was okay.
You caught
my
it.
Personal bias was correct. Okay.
No. I would have hit it. So there was a chart that I saw it on Instagram, and people are like, even to this day, they're still debating like who is the most popular anime character. Some of the candidates were like Satoru Gojo for Jujutsu Kaisen. I feel like he's way too early in the conversation.
Yeah.
I feel like that's only like hype of it now. But I don't think he'll be a timeless classic like these others I'm going to mention. So we got Naruto, we got Luffy, we got Ash Ketchum, Goku, and Ichigo Kurosaki. I will still say, as much as I'm a huge Naruto and Bleach fan, I'll still say Goku is the most popular.
Yeah.
And it is because they reach up one of these popular polls, and people to this day still watch Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball GT, any of the Dragon Ball movies, and Dragon Ball Super. People still watching the Dragon Ball manga, read the Dragon Ball manga, and people are expecting for the new season of Dragon Ball Daima, which I'm not very interested of it, but people are still gonna watch it. And people will want the continuation of Dragon Ball Super, even after the passing of Akira Toriyama. His successor is, I forgot what was his name, but he's not related, but it sounded closer to his name like that. And he's been doing a very good job on Super, and we're very hyped for it. Ash Ketchum came in second. Naruto came in third. Luffy fourth. Gojo fifth, which is surprising, and then sits Ichigo. I would not consider Gojo as a timeless classic like these guys.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I 100% agree. I could be biased and objective about it, but guys, like there's literally a Goku statue in Mexico, so I've heard. Literally a Goku statue. Like anybody in Central America is a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. That they love that show. Like Goku is one of those characters that you even ask people who are not into anime and ask them, do you know Dragon Ball Z? It's like, oh yeah, Goku. Yeah, Super Saiyan, Goku. Ask anybody. But you ask somebody, hey, do you know anything about One Piece? Who? And you ask anybody like, hey, have you heard of Naruto? It's like, oh yeah, the ninja, right? Yeah. Rasengan, the Shadow. Yeah, ninja. You heard about Ash. It's like, isn't that the Pokemon? Pokemon, yeah, with Pikachu. But obviously, you're going to have a lot of One Piece fans hating on this poll because it's like, no, One Piece, Ichiro Oda, he is still making the One Piece. He's still writing One Piece. One Piece, the anime has like 1,000 episodes. The animation is sick and the storyline is sick. And I'm like, calm down. Calm down.
Sailing island to island is not really plot, but okay.
Oh, it's not just sailing from island to island. It's the fact that it takes them 50 episodes just to get straight to the point. And give me an arc when you don't have one single person crying over something stupid. Give me one arc. Any arc. Doesn't matter. Or better yet, I'll simplify for you guys. Give me one damn episode with someone crying over something, over some stupidity, or some flashback, or anything. Like, no, give me one episode of someone not crying over something. And for those of you who think that Gear 5 Luffy's transformation broke records and it's like the most amazing transformation, you get the butt.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Goku's Ultra Instinct whooped Gear 5 Luffy's ass by a mile. It's not even a mile. Leagues. He's playing chess while you're just playing checkers or some other shit. Like, no way you're ever gonna convince me Gear 5 Luffy was better than Ultra Instinct Goku. No chance in hell. Not even when Ichigo went, full Getsuga Tensho or Vasto Lore, which that was a sick transformation. Or even Naruto going Sage Mode or Nine-Tail Fox or Sage Mode Nine-Tail Fox, or however you want to call it, or even Sasuke Susanoo and shit. No chance in hell are you ever going to convince me that Gear 5 was better than Eldos. Like, no way. The debate was over the moment that you decided to like, oh no, Luffy is better than Goku. No, that's it. That you're done. Luffy will never be better than Goku. We can make an argument. We can make a debate argument that it could be better than Naruto. Sure. I will still be biased to say that it's still better than Pokemon because Pokemon is still active to this day. Even though it's One Piece, but Pokemon is more synonymously more worldwide than One Piece will ever achieve. Like One Piece is more catered to the anime and One Piece fans. Pokemon, however, Pokemon is like everywhere. Like there's not one store when you don't see a booster pack of Pokemon cards. Like even on fucking CVS or Walgreens, there's not one place. Yeah, it's crazy. Like there's not one place where you cannot, when you see a Pikachu book bag or something Pokemon related, because a kid was holding a Pikachu fluffy or shit. Like, bro, you will never convince me that One Piece is bigger than Pokemon. No. Pokemon and Dragon Ball are definitely bigger than One Piece. You can make the argument with Naruto. Sure. But no. And Goku, Dragon Ball, will always gonna be like the most infamous character. There's no pull in this world that you can tell me otherwise. No chance in hell. So yeah, that was just the one question. That was just the one thing. Wanted to ask you, what's the most popular anime character? I will ask the same thing for the audience in the comment section down below. Let me know, in your personal opinion, who is the most popular anime character, and why is it that it's the most popular anime character? We can wrap this up, man. I can ask you this next question next week because it's another loaded one. So, anything else that you want to say before we wrap this up?
Yeah, there's something we completely missed. Konami announcing the ban list.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about that. That went under my radar. Yeah.
Not much to say really, so that's why he's brought it up at the end. But it's just surprising that they told us like, "Hey, there's a ban list in August," and it's like, "Thanks for communicating." I guess. Like I don't.
Yeah, I was literally like, "Thank you."
Yep.
Thank you for giving us a heads up, but I was like, "Really? All the way to August? All the way to late August, which is gonna be effective on the 1st of September."
Yeah.
It's like, we're going to announce the ban list, but it takes effect on September. That's how they're going to
Isn't September the 10s?
I thought it was August.
I might be wrong. I don't have it on my calendar. Hold on.
Let's double check. 10s 2024, Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, no, you're right. September
20th.
September 20th. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Oh, this is interesting because whatever they plan to hit or ban, that means we're gonna expect more or less. We know what to expect on the 10s, because usually it's the other way around. Usually we'll have the 10s first. Ban list comes because they already make their money on selling the cards that we're gonna ban anyways. So that's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean the last 10s they did print a ban card. They branded Expulsion, even though it was banned. So like it technically doesn't really matter. Because like they make the set list probably like way early in the year, you know?
Yeah. Basically.
Like probably when they announce that it's coming out is when the set list is already made. And that's why like there's a possibility that they could print a ban card like branded Expulsion that year that 10 came out. I'm just more speaking to the nature of just like they just announced like, hey, like you could expect a ban list.
Yeah, this is like
in August.
Like this is kind of like I don't know. You can correct me, but the years that since I started playing and paying more attention to the card game, I've never seen them this communicative with the people. This is a first, and I don't know how I feel. I don't know if I should be upset or I should feel happy. I'm in this weird limbo.
I mean, you can be happy about the communication. You can be upset about what the communication content was. Like, we're getting a ban list in 2 months.
Yeah, right after Nats, and right after everybody's like Snake Eyes, Fiend Smith, full combo turbo deck bullshit crap, whatever. Just having the whole thing. But this definitely tells me that they have to hit Snake Eyes 100%. They cannot let it roam out. Like some of the speculations is like, all right, Ash has to be gone. That's your full combo starter. Like you normal summon Ash and you start with Popular and Popular goes nuts. Like they have to hit Ash or limit some of the other cards as well. Who knows? I don't know. I just know that they have to kill the engine. They have to kill the engine. And we still don't even know what to expect on the next corset. There hasn't been any WoW archetypes that is like, oh my God, this is a sick archetype, The only two great frames, and you can correct me, that's coming in the next corset is the two new hand traps. The Molchomi Matsi, which is basically Matsi.
Yeah.
And then the trap card, which is Imperm or Sullen Judgment on hand. It's like the opposite of Dominus Purge, which is released on this set in Infinite Forbidden. Well, the opposite of Dominus Purge is called Dominus Impulse or Implose or something like that. So Purge, basically, you can use Dark, Water, Fire, while as in the Impulse, you cannot use Light, Wind, and Earth. So it's like, oh shit, this is even better because there's a lot more archetypes who has Fire, Dark, and they can use this track card, So that's like the two like sought out cards, staples that everybody wants. But on top of that, like there hasn't seen anything that I looked at. I was like, are we having a new archetype? Is there's gonna be a broken shit or something? Like nothing. Like, I mean, am I wrong or I'm just like tripping?
I think you're right. I mean, there was the illusion support, but I don't think that's a new archetype.
Yeah, like the only thing, the Azamina, the fusions, that one looks very interesting. That one looks cool. The design looks sick. I'll tell you that the design it looks sick as fuck. And you can play that off with White Forest, and finally, that's the bridge that you need to play White Forest with the Dia Bell Star Package, the Wanted and the Black Witch, so you can play into the Asamina. And I'm excited for that one. Primarily, that's morely the reason why I'm picking up the White Forest, so I can play the Asamina fusions.
Yeah.
But again, there's nothing interested. And they also...
I think they're going to announce the archetypes at Worlds. I think that's what's going to happen.
Could be. Yeah, because the set is like halfway there to be announced. So they were still missing half cards. So anything can like give a shock value to the world, They did announce the Razor archetype for the new deck building set. I mean, it looks cool. Rank 4 Turbo HC deck. Basically, is what I read into it with a soft lock. If I didn't read it right, I think it's a soft lock, right? That you have to only at in rank 4. Yeah, but there's a way around it. Like once you because I believe the way I interpret it is like, all right, once you use the effect, it tells you cannot special summon C's except for rank 4. Only when the card is on the field. Once you Etsy summon, that lock no longer applies, and you can you can just link off or do other shenanigans somewhere like that. I mean, it's cool. It definitely is balanced. It's fair and balanced. We're still missing one card that I'm think that card is gonna be like the broken card that's gonna make Dark Archetype good, but I don't see it like meta relevant. Do you?
No, I don't. I honestly don't know. I think we need to see more because I think they're not going to hit Whitewoods, and that might be the strongest deck.
Yeah.
If they don't really hit it, if they start hitting other stuff or still Tempai, I honestly don't think what Konami thinks. I think they're really just going to obliterate
It's gonna
Snake
be
Eyes.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
and just
ban
let
list of a
Tempai-
ban list.
They're going to let Tempai go free, in my opinion.
I think they might because they're printing a lot of Go Second cards lately.
Yeah.
And they want people to have a chance to have a deck that is great on playing Go Second, like Tempai. So it kind of made sense. Like printing the 2 hand traps, the 2 bull-leg Matsies, all going second cards, like something that can balance the meta a little bit by having Fingsmith engine combo going rampant like it was crazy. All right, so
they're not going to hit Fiendsmith, I think.
no, it's too early for that. They want to continue to sell it, especially how much Fingsmith is going out now. They definitely gonna milk that one for sure, 100%. Yeah, like I don't know, man. Like the new deck building set, I'm still waiting for more information for the next other archetypes. I'm hoping that the Malice or the other one, Dragon, are good or gonna be like meta relevant in some way or capacity. I hope they don't flop like they did with Centurion or that set itself. Banlist overall, yeah, it's gonna be a massacre. Like they're definitely gonna kill the decks, but it's too early to tell. We can still make speculations and see which decks. I mean, tell you what, we have to see what world happens, which is like Nationals is this week, right? This weekend.
Yes.
So we have to.
So like in the official release is Friday.
Yes. So for Fiendsmith. So this weekend we're gonna see what has the biggest representation and what is being abused, and based on that, that's where what they're gonna probably attack. If Jubil continues to shape up its stuff, they might hit Jubil as well.
That's crazy.
I've seen crazier shit. They hit.
I honestly think Snake Eyes Fiendsmith is going to be top tier. I don't care what anyone says. There are people at the store on Saturday saying like, oh, there's going to be like 6 possible winning decks. I'm like, no, bro. Like,
no.
It was like, oh, it could be Ritual Beast.
No.
It could be Snake Eyes.
No.
It could be Ubel. And it's like, well, plus Fiendsmith. Everything I'm saying, right? It could be Tempai. I'm like, I'm sorry, Snake Eyes, Fiendsmith.
Nah, bro. Fiendsmith with the Jubils and the Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is gonna be the top tier. 100%. That's like the engine doesn't make sense, and yet it makes sense. It's just gas all around, and no matter how many times you hand trap, they're just gonna keep going. That's why the format is shifting to a board breaking format, where it's like you're better off on board breaking than hand traps. That's why I'm sticking to my Tempai board breaking deck, because that's like, what's the point of me having Ash and you're still comboing off? And I'm still giving you Emperors, and I'm still hitting you stuff, and you're still comboing off. And then I got like 2 cards left, and I'm hoping to beat you with those 2 combos. 2 cards left? No, I'd rather have an entire board breaking hand with 1 Fenrir and just try to board break you as much as possible until you got nothing, and just Fenrir effect, combo off, and then GG for game. That's the only way that made sense. But yeah, dude. It's a weird meta that we're entering right now. I wonder since we're shifting to a board breaking meta, how long would that last until the ban list? So far it's
you're saying weeks. So like we're getting the ban list in September. When's the next one after that?
No, not the one after that. I wonder what's gonna happen. Let me see. So with this next 6 weeks, it's gonna be a board breaking format. You're right. That's exactly what I was saying. I don't know why I was playing myself. What's gonna happen after that ban list hits? What kind of format we might enter? Are we gonna enter a mid-range format? And again, back to hand traps? Is it gonna be much slower pace, or we're still on a fast pace? Depending on how this 6 weeks are gonna be. and with the ban list. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like we might enter a slow pace format after the ban list. That's what my predictions are.
I can see that. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Feast means is still gonna be around, but it's not gonna be gas all around. Like, no, there's gonna be a lot more. There's gonna be a lot more control, a little bit low down with the gas. It's like you're gonna have gas, not gas.
Mm-hmm.
That's my predictions. Could be right, I could be wrong, but we will know until we get there. Guys, let us know in the comments down below what you guys think about it and what you guys think of what the format's gonna be at. We're gonna wrap this up, guys. Yeah, Mike, thank you so much for coming over to the episode, man. As always, man.
No problem.
Before you leave, plug yourself out. Let the people know where they can follow you.
Yep. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Mike Phoenix Hero. I do YouTube, mostly YouTube long format videos of deck profiles, unboxings, and I'm trying to get Rafa's deck profile done by the end of this week. So hopefully by the time you see the podcast, it'll be out, or at least it will be out on Friday before the format starts.
Let's go. Let's go.
So you can watch him there.
That's right, guys. And I'll leave the link on the description down below so you guys can check it out. And if you have any questions about it, you can always comment up here on the podcast or comment on the channel, on Mike Phoenix channels for anything that you guys want to, and certain deck profiles or combos. You guys let us know in the comments down below. We're always eager to listen to you guys, listen to community, and see what we can do for you guys. You know, that's what it's all about. Like and subscribe and click the bell for notifications for your weekly episodes here at youtube.com/AWGC podcast, or search at Wolf and Geeks Clothing. You can also check the audio versions for free. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and of course, SoundCloud.com. All their Wolves and Music, or the Lone Wolf Podcast, or a Wolf and Kids Clothing. You can easily check. It's very easy to find them. Like I said, comment down below. Let me hear your thoughts. Share your experiences. You guys got a specific topic you want us to talk about it, please let us know in the comments down below. We'll talk about it on the next episode. So, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next one. All right? Peace.